I had just finished building my dream cabin on a quiet piece of land by the lake. It was private property, fully paid off, and completely outside the jurisdiction of the local homeowners association. The lake was technically half public and half private. The HOA owned part of the shoreline, but my land bordered the other side. That didn't sit well with Karen, the self-appointed queen of the HOA. She didn't like that my dock and boat were outside her control. From the moment I moved in, she started leaving pamphlets about community guidelines, demanding I pay fees for lake access, and even threatening fines if I didn't comply. I politely told her each time, "I'm not in your HOA. I'm on my own land. You have no authority here." But Karen didn't take no for an answer. One weekend, I was grilling on my deck when I noticed her standing at the end of my driveway with her arms crossed, talking on her phone. 10 minutes later, 2 police cruisers pulled up. Karen smirked like she had finally won. "Officers!" she shouted before they even got out of their cars. "This man is trespassing on HOA property, refuses to pay his fees, and is illegally using our lake. I demand you remove him and fine him immediately." The officers walked over calmly. I handed them my deed and property paperwork before they even asked. "Gentlemen, this is my land. It has nothing to do with the HOA. She's been harassing me nonstop." They looked over the documents, nodded, and one of them turned to Karen. "Ma'am, this is private property, his property. He's not in your HOA, and you have no legal grounds here. If you keep harassing him, you could be the one facing charges." Karen's jaw dropped. But he's supposed to join. Everyone on this lake has to." The other officer smirked. "Not him. He owns outright. And for the record, ma'am, false reports to law enforcement are a crime." Karen started sputtering, but then something happened that made her face turn red as a tomato. The first officer suddenly looked at me a bit closer. Then his eyes widened. "Wait a second. Are you Colonel Jensen? 3rd Battalion?" I smiled. "Retired now, but yes." Both officers immediately straightened up and gave me a crisp salute. Karen's mouth fell open. Why are you saluting him? He's the problem." The officer turned to her, dead serious. "No, ma'am. The only problem here is you wasting our time. Now I suggest you leave this veteran alone before you end up with a citation." Karen stormed off, mumbling something about not being finished yet. But after that day, she didn't bother me again. The other neighbors, who'd silently put up with her nonsense for years, started visiting me instead, bringing pies, fishing gear, and even beers. Turns out, they had been waiting for someone to finally put Karen in her place. And the best part? Every time she tried to glare at me across the lake, I just raise my glass, smile, and watch her fume.